This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this afternoon, University of Port Harcourt bans usage of school swimming pool following death of student. Governor Wike orders demolition of shanties where counterfeit drinks are produced in Port Harcourt. Special advisor to President Buhari, Ajuri Ngelale, faults insinuations that Lagos Rivers generates major part of country's VAT. Rivers NSCDC accused of illegal detention. On the foreign scene, North Korea tests new long-range cruise missile. I am Ifiemi Andrew. A year one student of the Rivers State University from the Faculty of Marine Engineering, simply identified as Emmanuel, has died at the Olympic-sized swimming pool at the Abuja campus of the University of Port Harcourt. He is said to have been accompanied to the pool by some of his friends, namely Prince and Bright. His body has been deposited at the UPTH mortuary. His friends were arrested and detained at the Choba police station, and investigation has begun. The Rivers State University has confirmed that Emmanuel was a student of the institution. Meanwhile, management of University of Port Harcourt has placed a ban on the usage of the school's swimming pool until further notice following the incident. Governor Nyesom Wike has ordered the demolition of shanties where counterfeit bottled water, carbonated soft drinks and alcoholic beverages are produced at Nkbogu in Port Harcourt. Governor Wike, during a visit to Nkbogu, said he got a security report of the criminal activities in the area. He also said the Rivers State government will acquire the land.
It's unbelievable. I got a security report this morning on what is going on here. And you can imagine yourself what is going on here, that people are in plastics and putting water and cockle and cockroach up, and then at the end of the day you buy the water on the road and you drink, and all kinds of diseases and sicknesses that abound, and it's most unfortunate. And if you look at the area where we are, is a criminal hideouts, and I will not waste time immediately to demolish the area. In fact, this will take place in the next 2 days. I'm not going to give any ultimatum.
Governor Nyesom Wike also explained that the recent demolition of shanties have helped reduce crime in the state. Our correspondent reports that the governor earlier inspected ongoing work at both the Orikiri Urukwo and Nwolu Orurukwo flyovers. The Rivers State government has disagreed with the claims that the Bodo Road construction is being carried out by the federal government and NLNG. Governor Wike said he will challenge these claims in court. He spoke at an event organized by NLNG in Port Harcourt over the weekend.
It's a funded between NLNG and all the states of the Federation and the federal government. The money that the federal government contributed to NNPC, to the establishment of NLNG, is from the Federation account money. So nobody can say that it is federal government. It is not correct. It is all our money. So federal government cannot say they funded with NLNG to build body for the road. In any case, next 2 weeks, we'll go to court for court to determine actually whether it is the federal government. We must go to court to straighten things out. I'm not sure that the headmaster has got their own. And that is why the road is not moving fast.
The Rivers State governor, while speaking on the cost of constructing the NLNG Train 7, said the state will not allow the VAT from work to be given to the federal government.
All of you who fear to die, you will die. None of you will run away from death. I heard the Train 7 is $10 billion. No, so 7.5% of that is how much? I should leave that money to go to another place. People must be joking. 7.5% of $10 billion. You know what my state will be like? No, I'm not agree now. I don't agree. If you want to kill me, kill me. It will not work. Forget about whether you say status quo or no status quo.
Governor Nyesom Wike also insisted that OML 11 does not belong to Shell Company. He said the Rivers State government is in the Supreme Court challenging the claims of the federal government and Shell.
The MD, the country chair of Shell, Osage, you're also from Edo. Even though I'm in Supreme Court with you there, the Supreme Court, I joined them because we own OML 11. The Rivers State government owns OML 11. You know, federal government knows, but don't worry, we won't be there. We use the instrumentality of the law, and that is what is necessary in this country. Whatever is wrong, correct it through the instrumentality of the law.
Meanwhile, the special advisor to the President on Public Affairs, Ajuri Ngelale, says the belief that only Lagos and Rivers states are responsible for generating a major part of the country's VAT is not completely true. Speaking as a guest on Channels TV, he said Abuja also contributes hugely to the country's value-added tax.
Abuja, of course, is the site of federal ministries, departments, and agencies. And a huge bulk of VAT collection in the country was coming from VAT collected on federal contracts. When we, kind of create the impression that it's just kind of states collecting the VAT and that the federal government is essentially hijacking it and trying to share it to everybody when, in fact, it's only Lagos or only Rivers, I think is a gross oversimplification.
Mr. Ngelale also said that the federal government is empowered to collect VAT by law. He mentioned that 60% of the VAT generated last year was from collections from federal contracts and the ports.
The initial VAT decree of '93 made it clear that federal government would collect the VAT, then of course share it with the states, which is what the country has been running on effectively since then. The formula being 85% to the state and local governments and 15% to the federal government. What's interesting is that if you look at the 1.53 trillion naira that we generated last year in VAT nationwide, over 60% of it is generated between the collection by the federal government at federal ports. And of course the execution of federal contracts, the VAT collected on federal contracts.
Still ahead, Rivers NSCDC accused of illegal detention. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
One of the persons declared wanted by the Rivers State government for alleged criminal activities and harassment of contractors in the state, Tambari Igbara, says he is not a criminal. Mr. Igbara told our correspondent that he was working with Julius Berger but was sacked and declared wanted for demanding for a staff bus for staffs of the company for work at Ifiemi.
As we speak, the first thing that we noticed on the 7th of September, when I got to work, my timekeeper told me that I've been given a termination letter, that the three of us that attended that meeting, we've been terminated from job. So I want them to restrain us back, and then the city train should be given to our yard, or if they know they cannot provide the city train, they should pay the transport allowance. That's it. We are not demanding for much. At least we are human. We know how the economic situation is.
Mr. Victor Chukwu said it was a domestic issue between her sister and her neighbor. Also, another person declared wanted, Chiboso Glory Ejuku, also said that he was a former staff of Julius Berger. Take a listen.
Among those that declared wanted, they declared me wanted because I am asking for a city train bus, that long white bus, that will talk at Ayamakara. So whenever we close work, the bus will carry us to our general hospital so we can locate our house. Since the first year that I started working with Julius Berger, 2020, now they are not giving us any city. That thing has caused an accident to one of our co-workers, carpenter. Okay, and every time we have a two-bus meeting every Monday morning, we talk about it. They should give us city train. So when they got a meeting on the 17th of August, we now dedicate ourselves from Ayamakara. When we went there, I asked for a city train. I did not steal, I did not fight, I did not vandalize any company property just because of that incident of having a city train.
One Victor Chukwu has accused Nigeria's Security and Civil Defense Corps Rivers State Command for illegally detaining his friend John Jamiu for more than a week without giving reasons for his arrest. Mr. Chukwu told our correspondent that the civil defense men who refused to release his friend have also threatened to arrest him.
So they came to my house in my phone to arrest one of my friends. Since Monday till now, civil defense has been detaining that guy in their office. We don't want to even report to police. So I am saying this, let the whole world know what civil defense are doing. I reported to the police. At Moscow Road, where I do train, the police machine came. So even the inspector lead me to that place. So they say the boy is not there, nobody like that. Nobody like that. I said, after everything, the people that normally go there to give him food went in and saw him there, also give him food. So they are asking me to come. But I don't know why they are asking for my presence.
Mr. Victor Chukwu said it was a domestic issue between his sister and her neighbor and regretted that the NSCDC officials will allow themselves to be used to intimidate civilians.
When my sister called me that she was having a problem with the labor. So I went there with a friend called Jamie John to see if what he told me is truth. So when I get there, I saw something. The people that were fighting with her, 2 boys and other girls, they ran away. They ran into their house and locked protector. I didn't have it happen, and this is the second time. So they were inside calling their mom. Their mom should come. Their mom should come. That they see this lady have called people to come and kill them. Unfortunately, the woman came with the civil defense where the problem was happening.
Correspondent Biruwari reports that the spokesman of NSCDC, Oguntashe Michael, is yet to respond to messages sent to him concerning the matter. In the business, the Twitter ban in Nigeria is extended to 100 days, and in that time frame, the nation has lost 247.61 billion naira. NetBlock's cost of shutdown tool said the blockade has cost Nigeria's economy 103.17 million naira every hour. It has been 2,400 hours since the federal government banned Twitter. The federal government had on June 4 suspended Twitter after the social media platform deleted a tweet by President Buhari. In entertainment, U.S. pop star Britney Spears has announced her engagement to her long-term boyfriend, Sam Asghari. The singer posted a video of the couple showing off the ring on Instagram. The 39-year-old is fighting a legal battle to end her 13-year conservatorship, which controls both her personal life and finances. Spears has revealed that the terms of the arrangement are preventing her from marrying Mr. Asghari or having more children. In sports, Russia's Daniil Medvedev won his first Grand Slam title by shattering Novak Djokovic's hopes of completing a calendar sweep of the majors in a one-sided US Open final. World number 1 Djokovic had already won the Australian Open, French Open and Wimbledon titles this year.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
North Korea has tested said the latest test posed threats to international community, and neighboring Japan said it had significant concerns. On the news this afternoon, you heard that the University of Port Harcourt has banned the use of its swimming pool following the death of a student of the River State University inside the pool. Governor Wike has ordered for the demolition of shanties where counterfeit drinks are produced in Port Harcourt. Special advisor to President Buhari Ajuri Ngelale has faulted insinuations that Lagos and Rivers states generate major part of the country's VAT. Rivers NSCDC has been accused of illegal detention. On the foreign scene, we told you that North Korea has tested new long-range cruise missiles. The news is edited by Choma Ezema. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. For more stories, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Partly cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Thank you for your time and bye-bye for now.